why are we all that excited about all the novelties now? Of course, it's because we're going through the watch fair very soon in Geneva, and today I want to explain you a bit how to visit Geneva and the watch fair and how it was born. So first of all, it's called Watches and Wonders, and it's a salon. It's a fair for high-end watchmaking that's held in Geneva. The genesis is a bit weird, but let's say it's born through a synthesis of different phenomena after COVID, and now it's partially for B2B, so everyone who's involved in the industry, from the 27th to the 31st of March, and for general public, from the 1st to the 2nd of April. The fair is mainly about big names and some independents and more niche brands, but always in a pretty high-end area of the sector of the field, and it is open to public again on the 1st and 2nd, which is what we're going to discuss now, because for everyone who's invited between the 27th and 31st, I'm sure they already have all the informations. But being this fair that important, what happened is that everyone is in town, meaning press, international press, meaning retailers, meaning collectors, meaning decision makers, suppliers, everyone. So what happened is that around Watches and Wonders, which is the main event of the week, a lot of smaller ones happened and still happen now that are very interesting, and that to me, if I were a random guy just passionate about watchmaking, would be amazing to visit, as the vibe is wonderful, and network-wise, knowledge-wise, and all that, it's amazing to be in Geneva. So what I would do, and that's what I want to focus on to kind of help you doing this, is that I would go between the 30th and the 2nd of April. So on the 30th and 31st of March, I would go to Time to Watches, which is the second fair held at Head de Geneve, a bit in the area of Palexpo, but not that far away, but not that comfortable from the city center, and to move, which is open between 28th and the 1st. And on the 1st, you also have a huge event, which is Watch&March, where you can also buy watches that are at the fair. It's a more down-to-earth fair where you can meet people and talk to everyone. The stands are open compared to the ones in Palexpo, so Watches and Wonders, which are very closed. They look like buildings, and they're really more hard to get in. At Time to Watches, you can find 55 brands, and on Saturday even more. I guess there are 80 if I read correctly, and you can talk to them, you can find people, and you can enter. If I remember well, it's 35 francs per day to get into, and it's open to public in the days I told you, 28 to the 2nd. So on the other hand, you have a huge cluster, which is the one of hotel rooms. A lot of brands just book hotel rooms, and they kind of advertise it somehow, and they just have their watches exposed at hotel rooms, meaning that they just are there. You can book an appointment through their PR, through someone, through texting them on their Instagram page, and you can visit them. Examples are Jacob & Co. at the Four Seasons, Gerald Charles at the Mandarin Oriental, Urwerk, Baltic, Nevada, and so on. The Beau Rivage, which is kind of a mecca of the watchmaking world as well, because also in August you have the whole Geneva Watch Days held more or less in that hotel Beau Rivage. So apart from hotels that usually close, or better, brands go away from them on the 31st, so I would suggest you to go on the 30th or 31st. You have Time to Watches that I would also suggest you to go on the 31st or 4, and on the 1st and 2nd of April you can visit Watches and Wonders, which is at Palexpo near the airport. You can reach it by every kind of means of transportation you would like to, also by plane of course, and it's open from 8:30 in the morning to 7 at night. It's 70 francs per day, or a bit more if you do the 2 days, and has a guided tour, which is very interesting, because being the first year that the fair is open to public, I really don't know how they will manage all that, because yeah, I don't know. And I don't know if you can see the watches, because again, it's hard to get into, but smiling and being passionate would may be a big plus to get in the stands and to touch and feel the watches. That said, again, it's only on the 1st and 2nd, and all that is also filled with AHCI, that is doing Masters of Horology, a small salon held at East Bergues, which is near the Four Seasons, and where you can find all these independent watchmakers from AHCI. You can go there between 2 in the afternoon to 11 in the afternoon, apart from the 2nd, where you can only find them till 6 p.m. And it's open to public every day, and it's free of charge to get into. It's a very friendly and informal environment. You can just go in and easily talk to Anderson, Ballard, and all these huge names that are very happy to discuss with you watchmaking and show you their creations. So I think with this 4 events, you're ready to rumble. And of course, if you're staying in a hotel, which of course are very expensive this week, but also if you're staying another day, you will be having the transportation card from the Geneva Transportations that allow you to go everywhere free of charge, and so you can visit. And for everything related to Geneva, where to hang out, where to eat, what to do, and blah blah blah, you have my video that you can find here on YouTube about, well, about what I have to say about Geneva. With that said, also some events are happening in the various boutiques. For example, Breitling Boutique, Ulysse Boutique, and I don't remember other boutiques, but a lot of them are doing this, especially on the 31st and 30th, if I remember correctly, and you can visit them. There's a lot on the website, both of Watches and Wonders, Time to Watches, AHCI, and well, a lot of other brands. And you can easily find information. So go for it. Visit Geneva if you're there. Come to me, say hello, say whatever you want to say. I would love to meet all of you. And again, you never are a burden to me, because if I can't, I won't talk to anyone. But if I can, I'm very pleased and very happy to talk to everyone of you. With that said, I hope I've been helpful to all of you, and I thank you for following, and see you in Geneva or in another video.